Have you ever wondered why old music sounds the way it does? Or why it is so easy to tell if a particular song or recording was recorded a long time ago? Well, it all kind of boils down to a few factors. First, we have improper timing. Recording machines back then were powered with manual cranking, and as I'm sure you can imagine, after a long day of cranking, people get tired and start cranking a little bit slower. Now, these slower recordings or exposures, when played back at normal speed, will sound a little bit sped up. Everything is shifted to a higher pitch, and the beat becomes faster, making the music sound a little bit frantic. So, for whatever reason, if the recording machine is a bit slower, or if the playback machine is a bit faster, music will sound sped up and be in a higher pitch. Which brings us to our second point. Recessed bass. Music back then was made by deforming a physical medium. Typically, a diaphragm would be linked to a needle, and as the diaphragm moves, the needle cuts the media in the image of the sound. Now, each time this media is played back, it gets worn out by the playback needle ever so slightly. And apparently the first thing to go is the bass. High frequencies make deeper indentations into the medium at any particular moment in the track, and as a result, they take the longest time to get worn out by the playback needle. Even when electric microphones were first introduced, it took time to perfect them. So they're not biased to higher frequencies with their higher energy content. The introduction of magnetic tape, like cassettes and VHS, solved a lot of these issues. But most importantly, it all comes down to the third fact. Machines back then just had lower fidelity. There was a fair amount of mechanical noise, and also a good amount of harmonic distortion. These things can be so pronounced that a trombone can sound like a comedic representation of a teacher who is explaining a very boring topic. The US military is testing a pill that could delay aging. If you want to know more about that, click here. Don't forget to like and maybe subscribe.